Hello Mazda Miata fans in cartoon form. So this is Choro-Q number 68. I think it's the first one I've gotten in the original packaging. Let's see, just looking at it, it's actually pretty smart packaging. You can see most of the product in it and it doesn't take up a lot of space. Alright, 2005. That's about it, I guess. Bunch of legalese. Okay, let's get some cutting tools. There we go. Let's see what this is. I've never seen this before. Maybe there's like a contest or something. You can punch in a code. Alright. Let's get all this out. So, this is the third generation Miata, the NC body code. I used to own a first generation one. And I'm gonna guess they were going for the British Racing Green, although this green isn't really quite, this is quite dark, not so much here. But they got the tan interior going. And let's see about the rear view here. And pretty weak taillights, obviously. Alright, let's see what else is going on in this little toy. It has your standard 5 spokes here by Choro-Q. I'm going to swap those out with some Hot Wheels RealRiders. Some nice tight door handle lines there. And then the front end is just all painted on. It would be great if they had graphics like Hot Wheels did, but you know, this is from 2005. Or there we go, 05. It's called the Mazda Roadster. Or maybe it's just Mazda Roadster nowadays. I think it was called a Roadster when they first came out. Yeah, it's your typical construction of a Choro-Q. It's got an exhaust, well, 2 exhaust tips, just painted, well, they're the same black. It would have been nice if they were like silver. Alright, but the interior, it's got, you know, the brown casted plastic and then a little silver paint for this roll hoop, which looks like a separate piece actually. There's a little seam right there. Third brake light, I think. So pretty good. Yeah, that actually is transparent. This windshield, you can see the motor behind there. Okay, well, so let's do a little wheel swap here. Okay, so interesting. It's not the regular Choro-Q motor, but I have seen it before. Okay, let me just get rid of that stuff. And then I'm going to pop in my own 3D printed motor shell. The reason why is I want to take up the space here so I don't need to use as much sticky tack for the wheels to stick onto it. Without it, I'd have to use a lot more putty. Sorry, I'm just getting a screwdriver. I don't use the electric one, it's too powerful. I think it'll strip out the whole. Okay, so now I have these your typical Hot Wheels RealRiders, the staggered ones. I forget which one they came off of. And then I sprayed them with a little copper paint. So, and then I have this Uhu Patafix Pro, and that's what's going to stick to that motor housing I just put on there. And then the great thing is I can set camber or steering. Right, and then I can do it infinitely. This Patafix Pro stuff never hardens and never goes bad, it seems, so it's great. And then I can swap them easily between different models as well. Yep, that's the Slam JDM style I'm looking for. Okay, pretty neat. Let's put it up on the spin thing here. Compared to a couple other models. So if you look at the image behind, there's an NC. And it turns out I actually had this thing before. I didn't even realize it. So they're the same casting, just different colors. The wheels on this one I found online. Boy, I forget where. I think it was Facebook of all things. A couple people on Facebook are selling you know, 3D printed stuff. So those wheels are 3D printed, and I can't figure out though where the tires come from. I think these are probably RealRiders tires, maybe these front ones. But the rear ones are definitely bigger than Hot Wheels. They're much wider and they're much bigger in the diameter. But they do have a red line on them. On the inside surface, they have a printed red line. So you can see right there. So if anyone knows, or can anyone guess where this tire is from, the reason why is I'd like to just buy a bunch of tires so I can 3D print my own instead of paying someone else to do all this for me, right? I also like to design my own wheels. I think these are NK wheels. I could be wrong though. I did 3D print my own brakes though to put into these wheels. It didn't come with these brakes. So anyways, that's just a random tangent, but it obviously looks cool, or very comical, with the huge rear wheel. Although the Hot Wheels isn't so bad either. So let me, in fact, arrange those in a way you can see both. And actually, if you look at the 1/64 scale, there you get a difference in the size and the proportions of a cartoon and a more realistic model. I honestly can't remember who made this because they don't have any branding, but I got it off of AliExpress. Alright, so which Miata do you guys like the most? The real one or the which colored cartoon one? I don't know. It's a tough one. I kind of like the new flavor of the day. I think obviously this is the greater, superior model, but cartoon-wise, I think I'm steering towards the green one, at least today. Although I like the wheels on this one. Maybe I'll just swap them out because the putty makes it easy to do so. Okay, well, let's see here. I'm just getting the other coaster up here. Today Thor's going to take a ride in this Miata, which doesn't sound right, but whatever. Alright, so another Choro-Q, this time in a different color, made pretty much by mistake. Yeah, if you like Choro-Qs, stay tuned because I'll have more to come. Thanks.